All right, so this is our processing facility. We talk a little bit about processing. We process on farm. We've processed on farm since the beginning, mostly because we had to out of necessity. When we started in 2014, the local poultry slaughterhouse shut down. And so we had the option of either doing it on farm or driving. The next closest facility was about 3.5 hours away. And at that time, I really didn't want to. We weren't doing enough scale to justify that kind of drive. And so we did it on farm. The early days were kind of tough. We had to, grit our teeth, and we didn't know what we were doing. And we didn't have any equipment, infrastructure, or any skills. So what you see now is after about 7 seasons of processing on farm. So we've gained a lot of know-how. We've invested a lot of money in our facility, and we have a great team of people working for us. So we'll give you a rundown of how it works now. Basically, this is kind of our kill section right here. The birds come over here. This is Biscuit. Birds come over here, and they're usually loaded up in crates. These are the crates, so they come in the crates, 8 or 9 to a crate. They are killed out here. So we put them in these stainless steel kill cones, and so they rotate around, which is quite nice. So you want to minimize steps in your processing facility. Just like everything in business, the more efficient you can make it, the less steps, the less thinking you have to do, the more efficient it is. So we'll load up crates here, birds go in the crates, we kill them, and then they come over here. Once they're bled out, they come over here to our scalder. This is a Poultryman 31-inch, I believe, scalder, 41-inch. And so what this does is it's filled with hot water, and it's on a timer, and it's thermostatically controlled. So when the birds are, what scalding does is helps loosen up the feathers so that they can be plucked easier. So they scald in here. We scald our chickens about 140, 142 for about 60 seconds, something like that. I don't even know anymore because it's in there and it does it. So this is really nice. We started off just doing a hand dunk in a turkey fryer, but this gets you a consistent, even scald every time. Once they're scalded, they come out of that, they go into our plucker. Plucker is really nice. It, rather than plucking by hand, the plucker actually takes all the feathers off. It's got, lots of little rubber fingers, and the plucker just goes around in a circle like this. Oh, it's not plugged in. That's a dead. But it goes around in a circle and just takes all the feathers off. So they come out of there and they're looking really clean. This is a 35-inch plucker, so it can do like 2-3 turkeys, and depending on the size of the chickens, it can do anywhere between like 8 to 18 chickens at a time. Once they're here, they go down this ramp into the interior of our facility. So this stainless steel ramp kind of is a separation between the dirty side of the facility and the cleaner side of the facility. So once they come in here, they go directly into a pre-chill tank. The stainless steel tank is our pre-chill, and so this is just basically a holding tank for us. So they're only going to be in here long enough for us to get them out and get them further cleaned, get them eviscerated. So once they come in here, then we have people working here. This is our evisceration station, and so we'll have people. Generally, what we do is we divide. We have people who break down, take off the feet and take off the heads, and then we have the other people who do the rest of the evisceration. So once it leaves this station, you've got a chicken that's ready to cook. The guts are removed. It's ready to be packaged or ready to be cut up. And so from this point, we kind of have two different divisions. If it's going to be a whole bird, we send it off over here to the vacuum sealers, and they're going to vacuum seal it and then send it out. If it's going to be cut up, it comes over here to our cut up saw. This is a mechanical cut saw, so this can really quickly cut up some chickens. It is a hefty investment, but it is worth every penny because you can take anybody off the street our camera person really likes Biscuit here. Biscuit really likes the attention. This is Biscuit, everybody. She is our farm kitty, and she just loves the attention. But you need to get out of here right now. So it's a hefty investment, but it takes the skill out of cutting up. And I think in anything that you do, the more dummy-proof you can make it, the better. So you can take anybody off the street now, and they can cut up a chicken in under a minute. Whereas if you're doing it by hand, you're up to the skill of the person. A trained person on the saw can cut up a chicken in 20 seconds. But basically, we used to do cut up days. It was 12 people cutting up about 200 chickens, and it was an all-day affair. So now we have one person running the saw can cut up 200 chickens in a day easy. So it's worth the investment, but it is, once you hit a certain scale, it's worth the investment. We use this trough here. We throw all the parts in here, and then we have people standing on this side of the table. I will demonstrate. We use these tubs, and we put the parts in here. So they grab the parts, they put them in bags, and then we put them in the vacuum sealer. The vacuum sealer, this is a VacMaster VP540. I like to have 2 of them. That way, if something breaks down, we have redundancy. Also, while this one's running, you can be filling this one. So it's like having a dual chamber machine, but you have 2 separate machines. And then this just creates a really pretty package when you do it this way. After this, it comes here, and this is our scale and label station. And our camera woman is the supreme queen of this station. She's the fastest labeler on this side of the Mississippi. And basically what we're doing is we're just making this legal. And so, if it's gonna have, it's gonna have all the state requirements as well as the farm name, the address, what it is, poundage, and a price if anybody wants it. Once it's labeled, it's packaged, it's gonna go in boxes and directly into our freezer.